What's up, Amazon sellers? The prices of products in the USA market are increasing, and this has really affected my Amazon business. Now, in this video today, I'm going to share with you how my business has been affected by these price changes and what my thoughts are about, should we say, the economy and Amazon USA going forward in the current month and next month. Stay tuned. Right, if you don't know who I am, my name is Thomas Parkinson, and I've been selling on Amazon now, doing online arbitrage for the last 5 years. In the UK, I'm a 7-figure Amazon seller, check this out. And in the USA, I'm a 6-figure Amazon seller, check this out. And hopefully in the near future, I'm going to be expanding into another marketplace. And if you're interested in learning how I've done it and what I'm learning on my journey, do make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. But hey, enough about me. What are we going to go through today? Well, first things first, number one, I'll give you a recap of my plans for June. Number two, I'm going to talk about my personal plans for July 2022 going forward. Then finally, I'm going to give you number three, which is some personal advice. Let's get started. So first things first, let's give you a bit of a recap for my plans in June. What were they and what happened? If you follow my journey, I talked about my plan for June was to make $134,000 in sales. Hashtag excited. Now recently, we already broke the $500,000 mark in the past 12 months, and that's the first 12 months of selling in Amazon USA. Now, with the current performance of where we are, I set my team a target to achieve $134,000 in sales. That is part of us growing. Now, to do this, I needed to increase my SKU count, obviously more products on sale, increase the daily targets of my sourcing VAs. The real challenge from all of this is to quite simply improve our spending by increasing the amount we spend from our variable capital. So basically, for the month of June, which is the current month we're in right now, filming this video right now, I need to spend £84,000, or it's $84,000, get it right, Tom. Now, this is pretty much just 9,000 more than the month of May, which was 74,000. So we'll see how it goes, and hopefully I can hit that target. Now, obviously that's going to affect my July targets. So to give you an update, where are we at right now in June? Well, look, as of filming this video, and we're pretty much coming towards like the last third, or if you say coming towards the last third of June, we're looking forecasting right now only to make about 105,000 in sales. Now remember, I wanted to make 134,000 in sales, 105, so not really where we are, should we say, hoping for. Maybe things will change, we'll see. But now you might be asking the question, what happened or what is happening? Quite simply, one thing that we have noticed and is going to really not affect this month, but more next month, is that one of my sourcing VAs had holiday. How dare they have holiday? No, not at all. They obviously need holiday. But what does that mean? Well, it has increased our spend, and that was one of my top performing VAs. And as a result, that's probably going to affect my July target as well, because they're not sourcing enough this month to buy to resell next month. Now, the other one as well is maybe in the more, should we say, global market, is probably seeing that I'm careful of saying this because I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it exactly, so this is the reason. But what we have seen is, we say the economy is changing in the US. We've come out of COVID. Maybe people now are not spending so much on products online, but also as well, they are going out and doing services. So what we're seeing is that the purchasing is slowing down because people aren't just spending like they were during COVID. And also what we've seen is price of goods have gone up. A lot of our replenishables aren't so much profitable anymore. Now, as the prices increase, we say what we have seen, and I follow a lot of like investing channels, Americans, our customers in the US, they're focusing on not just buying products on Amazon, but also going out and buying services as well. But it just means that not so much money is being spent in the Amazon marketplace. When you think about supply and demand, there is probably the same amount of supply, but demand isn't as big there. So that, I think, is having an effect maybe on our sales, maybe why we're not reaching it exactly where we're forecasting to be. Now, with this behavior, customers on Amazon, should we say, potentially decreasing the sales, this is actually slowing down what we're planning or forecasting to achieve versus what our original target is. So remember, my original target was 134K. We're now looking to about 105. Watch this space. We'll see how we end up in my next month update. Now, the one thing which I will say is, regardless of 134,000 or maybe the 105 as forecasted, 105 on month 13 of my Amazon business is still absolutely incredible, and I'm super, super happy about that. Right, today I'm talking about my goals for July, and I'm really interested to know, what are your goals for July? Let me know in the comments down below. Right, this leads me nicely on to my second chapter, which is actually my goals or my plans for July 2022. Now, number one, first things first, is to make $110,000 in sales in July. Now, right now we're making about 105 forecasted to end the month in, and we are looking to make a little bit more because the team are good, but what I will also appreciate is the fact that, should we say, number one, maybe we're going into a recession, maybe the US marketplace is slowing down, people are spending on other stuff, maybe, I don't know, maybe not. But also as well, what we do know, well, look, one of my sourcing VAs had a week off, and you know what, we weren't buying his products for a week. That adds up. Today's sourcing is next month's purchasing or sales. So I do think that I'll have a little bit of an effect. So while we're still looking to go higher than what we're forecasting for this month, we will say that potentially it might have a slight change. Now, one of the things which I am doing is really looking at what's working and what's not, or should we say my team are doing this and we're having that conversation all the time. One of the things we are looking at is higher value items. It's something which is working for us quite well. And having met, should we say, a couple of months ago, an 8-figure Amazon seller called Tim, who's absolutely smashing it. I learned so much from him. Now, the one thing which we have seen and started to test like higher value items is that we're making more profit per unit when we sell these items. Now, to give you an idea, last month, 15% of our revenue came from these types of products, and as a result they were far more profitable than a lot of, should we say, the lower value products. So it might be something that we're looking at in going forward. In addition to this is going to help us, should we say, increase our revenues. And what I've observed from my Amazon business is that when we sell these high value items, number one, it has a huge impact on my revenue, of course, because it's a high value item, but also as well, we can actually get higher profits because the fees, the Amazon fees, are a smaller percentage of the product. And in the UK, we've done things like printers and like routers, which have had a really big impact. But the problem is now, when we're trying to buy these high value items, is that we have problems around quantity limits. And also as well, certain suppliers just don't want to sell to third-party sellers in high volumes, which is what we're after. So we do need to look for more stores and more ways we can purchase. And that is something for us to think about. Now, the second thing that I'm trying to do in my Amazon USA business is get myself ready for Q4. Now, what I'm not doing is buying stock to hold. I just think that's stupid. We can buy and resell quick enough. But what I am doing is looking for credit cards, credit facilities, maybe even I've had conversations with my managers as well about, should we say, getting more staff. We've recently been accepted into another kind of like credit builder scheme where they do kind of like secured lending, which I'm really happy about. And hopefully that will kind of start taking, should we say, fruition, start working towards the Q4 period, and we can start maximizing that revenue. So watch this space. I will be sharing some more videos about credit, how we're building it, what we're doing, and obviously to help you out as well. But that is about now thinking strategically about Q4 going forward. Why? Because I appreciate it can take some time to maybe apply for something, get rejected, figure out what went wrong, fix the problem, and then apply again, get accepted, and then have the money ready for Q4. If you are in the Q4 period trying to apply for credit, it's generally a little bit too late because you might have a problem that you can't fix, and hence you're not going to get the loan or money when you need it. Right, today I'm talking about, should we say, selling on Amazon USA, and it's a really common problem, not having enough deals to buy. And the one thing that I will say for you is if you are interested or if you are struggling for deals, do check out FastTrackFBA Leads. This is a service I created whereby we've got a team of sourcers sourcing in the USA and UK, finding the products that work. Now, what's interesting is you can come in, you can pick and choose any deal that you like. Maybe they don't work for me in my business, but maybe they work for you and the way you're working. You come in, you buy tokens, you exchange those tokens for the deals that you want, unlock them, and then get the supplier URL and the Amazon ASIN, then go to the supplier, buy low, resell high on Amazon for a profit. If you are interested and want to know more, fasttrackfba.com/leads, or I'll drop a link down below. Trust me, I think you'll love it. Check it out today. Now, this leads me nicely on to my third chapter, which is like personal advice for you. Now, look, the Amazon USA marketplace is potentially slowing down, and I hate to say that because, hey, my God, it's a massive market and it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to be affected too much by it. Why do I think this is the case? Well, I follow a lot of financial news. It is because customers in the USA are no longer buying like they did during COVID. Damn. They are also looking at buying, should we say, services, but also basic goods. We talk about inflation. And the one thing which I will say, I've heard from, should we say, other Amazon sellers that they feel that the USA marketplace is slowing down. Hence maybe why I'm saying it as well. But the question is, do you need to really worry about this? And I kind of alluded to it in the way I was saying it, is the fact that yes, it is evident that people are not buying like they did during COVID because lockdowns change. Yes, they are buying services, and it might mean that Amazon's revenue goes in decline, versus month-on-month growth. But at the end of the day, like, it's still a multi-billion-dollar marketplace, and it's not like it's shutting, it's not like it's going down dramatically. There's still so much opportunity out there. But what does that mean for me? Well, quite simply, it might be the case that I don't go so deep on certain items, and maybe I go wider, and the net result is I have more exposure to the market, and hopefully I can get more sales in and continue growing. Maybe when Amazon sales are in decline, I'll go up because I have more products. There's a thought. So watch this space, we'll see how we go. Now, the one thing which I will say is that growing an Amazon business is hard. Let's not lie about that. But recently, like I said, in the USA, I made $500,000 in revenue from selling in the USA. And what I want to do is I want to leave a video around here about that journey and how I made that $500,000 in sales in the first 12 months of selling in Amazon USA. So do check that out, and I think you'll love it. Now, hopefully you like this video. If you have, give me a big thumbs up. And hey, if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button down below. For myself, Thomas Parkinson, and FastTrackFBA, thank you very much.